recording now. How is it? Hello guys, welcome back to SA Performance, and we have finally moved units. We've been setting up for a couple of months now, and now it's actually kind of recordable now. Is that a word?
Recordable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll call that
sound.
a word. Yeah. So if you come in, let me get the dog.
Whoever unit dog now, Bronco.
Come on.
Say what up to the people, Bronco.
Yeah, so if we come inside, way bigger than our place. Some of it's a little bit of a mess at the moment, so that's we've been stripping engines, everything's just trying to organise the place best as we can. We only have one ramp at the moment, like the old place, but we're going to get more ramps eventually, a couple of more ramps. So if we come over this one, we've just been doing this one mostly. If you wanna.
Yeah, this is Cole's car. Let's go. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Are you filming it?
Yeah, I'm filming.
Alright, well, welcome back guys. It's been a while. We've been doing unit stuff. Anyway, this is Cole's car. Lovely spec Glanza. It used to be automatic, now it's manual. We done that a while ago when it was owned by someone else.
Yeah, I've done that about probably 5 years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
This is OG Glanza.
So this came down bone stock. It was just CT9, everything. Completely standard, and he wanted to go for some more power, so he asked us about a forge kit, and we said personally, if you've gone from CT9 stock, it's best to work your way up, so you know you don't just get 300 brakes straight away. So we've gone for a TD04 kit. He's bought all the parts, well, most of the parts off Dan Wood DJR imports.
Shout out to Dan.
Shout out Dan. Got the intercooler kit, turbo kit, boost pipes, whatnot.
Some of you may know this turbo kit. This is off the Midnight Purple Glanza, what we own. This is the previous owner. He bought this turbo kit from Wepa, had it all ceramic coated, so it looks pretty nice in this bay. And I've painted the rocker cover and the strut brace and the intake manifold
And the rail.
And the rail, thermostat areas in. Yeah, just makes this bay looks quite nice now.
Yeah, it looks really good now. So what I did was just generic stuff. You guys that have been here long enough know what we do. TD04 kit, intercooler, half rad, boost pipes, all the work. Sean's gone ahead and fitted some coil on plug. We're waiting for the bracket to be made so we can mount these down properly. It's now on a link monsoon, but Sean has literally just finished mapping as of yesterday. So this thing now runs, what did it make on the dyno? 230?
This made, I think made 230 something. I think 234, I believe.
Yeah, 234. A 0.95 bar, which is still safe, and it's made good power for the bar it's at, so the engine is still pretty healthy. Yeah. And then we've done a couple of little things as well, like we put a new belt on it. Obviously this car came as a standard Glanza, so it had aircon, so we had to delete the aircon system. Obviously with request to Cole, we can't fit the intercooler kit, and some of the turbo kits don't fit with the aircon.
No, they don't.
We've had to delete that. So the aircon rad, if you guys haven't got one, or you've got a Starlet that doesn't have aircon, they've got a radiator that literally sits in this gap here, and there's a fan either on the inside or on the outside. I'm pretty sure the fan's on the outside.
I could show you in a bit. I'll put like a clip over now. I've stripped that GT down there. I've took all his aircon off because we're having
the same thing.
Put a manifold on there, so the aircon can't do it.
Yeah. So we've had to delete the aircon to fit his intercooler kit, obviously with permission from the customer. So we've got all this room now. We've gone for a mat port valve, external wastegate set up with a GFB. Is it on a GFB? Still. It used to be on a GFB.
No, it's not on GFB. It's wired into the ECU.
Yeah, Sean's wired strapped to the link, so he's got boost control through the link now, which makes mapping a lot easier. The only downside is you don't have the boost gauge, the GFB screen anymore, but you've still got switchable maps when you want them, which is a good thing. And what else have we done to this car, Daniel? We have done anti-roll bar.
Yeah.
On the underneath.
That's what it's on for now. Just fitting the anti-roll bar and check over the car, because after a dyno session we already checked it over, but before it goes we always check it over again, just in case anything gets vibrated loose.
Let's remember what we've done. We've done a full exhaust in this car. So it came down with a standard exhaust with a modded back box. So we've done a full system on it from the downpipe back.
Yeah, because the downpipe, as I said, it's previous from the purple car, and the purple car had a side exit exhaust. The downpipe was angled down here where these water lines are, so Sean and Reese had to make all that fit, that downpipe.
Horrible.
Horrible.
But it's done, it fits, it looks really good. If you want to come around the back. There she is. There's a bit of poke out the back, which is what we like. We do make a system where the tip is literally flush with the bumper. It's personal preference, but this is my personal preference. I like when it sticks out a little bit of shotgun. And what else have we done on this car? We have done a clutch stage 4. Is it stage 4 spec clutch on this?
Yeah, I'm guessing so. It's a stage 4. That's all we fit.
Yeah.
All stage 3s.
Yeah.
But if
we do on this as well.
what else we
Just
can
a
show?
generic thing. You guys have seen all this many times before. If you're not new round here, it's the same thing every time, pretty much. With a standard engine TD04. If you are new here, everything I've just said is pretty much religion for when you want more power. RX8s 430cc's. We don't recommend these for a link.
No.
For some reason, these on an E-managed blue, it's just like strawberries and cream. Like it does work really well. With a link, they tend to run out of duty a lot quicker than one on an E-managed shot. My personal car was on an E-managed blue, 1.3 bar boost on RX8 injectors, and Sean said we still weren't maxing them out yet, which is a good thing. But the link has got loads of safety features in it, obviously to protect the engine, to protect the injectors, to protect all the components of the engine. So for some reason, when you start pushing these past what it is now on a link, they tend to pop out. So if you do, anyone watching this video wants to run a link and wants more than 240 brake, we personally wouldn't recommend them. They do work.
They work on E-managed blues only. That's what we can just recommend. But I would recommend a standalone ECU. We've got our new ECUs. Well,
Max ECU.
The Max. It's not our ECU. We're still getting our ECU still designed. But if Reese wants to tell about the Max ECU, it's a way cheaper option, and it's a really good ECU.
It's on my personal car. I paid £850. That's the kit in full. Comes with the ECU, comes with a full wiring loop, the LM2, like the O2 sensor and the controller that's built into the ECU. You've got all the little connectors, you've got a wiring diagram, you've got literally everything you need. The only thing you need to buy is, if your car isn't automatic, so this was automatic originally, it's got a variable TPS, you haven't got to change the TPS if your car's automatic. If it's a manual Glanza or a manual Starlet, you have to buy a Bosch TPS sensor.
Yeah, you don't have to buy it from Redline Tuning.
Yeah.
That's where we get our TPS sensors from, because as Reese said, automatics you don't have to change them because it comes with
variable and
because it comes with a 3-pin. The automatics
manual. Manuals are 3-pin.
Oh, these are 4-pin.
4-pin.
Yeah. So manuals 3-pin, so the automatics are fine.
Other than you buying the TPS sensor, the Max ECU comes with literally everything. As a tuning, if any of you watching this video have got a car on a link or on a standalone ECU, you'll probably notice the cold start. For some reason, even though it's been tuned properly and Sean spends multiple days getting the cold start as best he can, it's still not perfect. And he's got many settings to choose from. You've got acceleration enrichment, warm-up enrichment, after start enrichment, and it's still, as soon as you start the car up when it's cold, there's a bit of lag on the throttle. For some reason with the Max ECU, Sean didn't even touch my cold start. We've wired it all up, and it's just, as soon as you start it up when it's cold, it's just wum, 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 wum.
Just like a normal Glanza.
Stock ECU. Yeah, it's great. Which just takes, you know, for the price compared to other ECUs like Haltech Link, all the other ones, it's almost unexplainable why it's better. But you just have to experience it to be. It comes with everything, yeah.
Comes with everything.
And my car, when we've had other cars here on like a Link and they're 315 horsepower, for some reason they're not as rowdy or as aggressive as an E-Manage is. Whereas, in my and Dan's opinion, because we went to Germany in my car with the Max ECU fitted on a G25 turbo,
yeah, we just
big
maxed
turbo.
it, and the next day we just drove it.
We drove it 1,500 miles, and it's so aggressive, which is what you want out of a car that's built like this. Whereas sometimes fitting that standalone ECU takes the aggression out of it. Not to shit on any other ECU companies, by the way, because they are still really good pieces of kit, but for the price and for the tunability and all the things that come with the options you've come with. Like if anyone runs Android, you can literally get an app on your phone, mount it to where you would mount your GPS, like in your car on the phone, and switch it to the app on Max ECU. You've got all the data there, the oil pressure, oil temp, everything is all right there on your phone.
Change maps as well.
Change maps as well. So we recommend now, if you come to us and you would like your car tuning, any car to be fair, not even a Glanza, any car, we'd recommend a max ECU for a standalone. If you're going to go piggyback, obviously can't beat old classic.
Alright, so we come outside because our mate who's with us now, he has his own spray booth in there, but the compressor's getting a bit too loud. And Bronco's been an absolute idiot.
Sean's arrived and Bronco's having a sniff.
Come here. Come here.
And Daddy Dan runs off to go get the dog. Their new unit dog. Come here, Bronco. Say hello to the people. Aye!
So this car come down, Reese has actually been working on this car. Dashboard is all put out.
Yeah, this car came down, so there was no dashboard in it. The wiring was like all over the shop. So the person that's brought this down, again, lovely chap, he was fitting a link ECU with a wiring harness, and he's took the dash out and took a load of wires out, took the engine harness out, and I believe it's been brought down here just to finish the job off. So what I've been doing on this, Dan has been doing other jobs. I've managed to sort all the wiring loom out. Obviously you can see all the kick panels back in now, the dashboard's back in, clocks are in, everything's in. I've left the glove box out, so the link ECU's down there. Sean can still plug his thing in and make sure everything's all good when the car's mapped. It's normally a common process with us, isn't it? We normally leave the glove box out, just in case.
That's the last thing before the customer comes. Glove box is always put back in.
And then we clean the car, don't we?
Yeah.
Basically put the interior back together. I was going to say, this car came down full. When I say full, I mean literally bags, black bags, parts, full to the roof. It was, no offence to the owner, of course. We're just saying how it is. This car was a mess when it came down. So all the parts of this are in the unit. And obviously when this car is ready for mapping, I will do the favour of just hoovering it all, cleaning it all up, and then I'll put all these parts back in. So me and Sean made some progress on this.
You also did the head on this.
Yeah, I've done the head on this. Why did I do the head on this?
Can't remember. It's been that long. We've worked that many Glanzas. I cannot remember all the
Oh, there we go. It's just came to me. Yeah, me and Dan have been so busy recently. We've just everything's everywhere. But I've just remembered. So this car originally came down to be finished off because it was left with no dash, no wiring looming. And the main reason why it came down is because in cylinder number 3, one of the spark plugs was stuck in.
Yeah.
And what me and Sean had to do was we tried to extract the spark plug without taking the head off.
Oh, yes, I remember now.
You remember now?
Yes.
Yeah, we had it was not playing ball.
There was spaces in.
So we took the head off, got it sent out to be skimmed and to be repaired by our machine shop.
Yeah.
Me and Sean, what we did was I was on one end with a socket, the spark plug socket, and Sean had a copper mallet and he was tapping as I was undoing. And out of nowhere, the spark plug just went ting and flew out towards me.
All the threads are good, so.
Out the coil pack side, yeah. So what the problem was, which got a strange one,
Yeah.
the spark plug itself was fine. The threads were fine. When we took the head off and looked underneath it, we can clearly see all the threads. They're all fine. So we were like, why is this spark plug stuck in? Got no idea why. When it finally pinged out, the spark plug came out and it had literally 1, 2, 3, had five washers on the spark plug. So
I've actually never seen that before.
neither have I. We don't know how that's happened or why it's happened, but we don't question anything. We just do what we're told to do. We fix it and then we repair, you know. So there was 5 washers on the spark plug, and the washers were like extremely tight on the spark plug. So when it appeared to be going in and threading in, it was actually just threading the washers. That's all it was doing. And because it had caught a bit of thread and it was also threaded into the washers, it wouldn't come out. The only way of getting that out was by taking the head off and then tapping it out the back. So we managed to get that all sorted. All the threads are fine, but we had them chased anyway by our machine shop who's got the right thread. And then we've had it skimmed, pressure tested, the general stuff, head gasket put on, ARP, head bolts. Head bolts.
Or it could be stood. I can't remember.
No, it's head bolts. And then I've built the car back up to where it was. So this car did not come complete in any way, shape or form. It needed
a lot of work.
I probably spent at least 2 full days on this car doing the wiring loom, because the wiring loom was a bit of a mess as well. Like, it was just everywhere, and you couldn't put the dashboard back in without taking the wiring loom out properly. As a lot of you on here that watch these videos that work on Glanzas and Starlets yourself know, the loom is actually attached to the dash, and the loom wasn't attached to the dash. No. So I had to take the loom all out and mess around with loads of wires. Not fun, but at least it's done now. Me and Sean went to get this thing running yesterday, and we ran into a couple of problems. So one thing I didn't check was the fuse box. We come in here, if it wants to open.
The one time you
it's cold and it's tight. So these things here, these were loose.
The slow burn fuse, which is the 100 amp, this one here.
Yeah.
You have to disassemble the whole fuse box just to get it out.
Yeah.
It's on Bolton nut.
It's called a slow blow fuse, common for Japanese cars. It's basically, it goes in the bottom of the fuse box, and there's two 10mm that hold it in. Yeah. So you can't rip it out. So I have to take all that apart, put that in, put some nuts on there. And
then we got lights on the
dash.
Then
now it all works, so I know my wiring job is fine. Gone to stop the car, and there's no fuel pressure. Sean also can't hear the fuel pump, and it's on a link, so you should be able to manually activate the fuel pump before trying to crank it. The car cranks over.
Huh? I'm only laughing because how bad was the fuel pump? It's like it's been under the sea.
It's like a barnacle, this fuel pump is bad.
So
if you guys want to come with me, we will show you. This car has been sat, the owner of this car did say it's been sat for quite a while. I don't know how long it's been sat, but if you guys want to have a look inside that fuel tank.
Well, yeah, you can see all the rust on the side. It's just been sat for so long.
It's bad.
So the fuel tank needs to get dropped, and
ideally it needs to be dropped, drained, treated, and then put back.
Especially with obviously it's having injectors in it. The new injectors are going to just get, hard to explain it,
fucked.
Yeah, there we go.
So you probably bleep that out just in case there's children watching, but it's food bar basically.
Yeah.
If these injectors were to suck up
any
what
rust,
you just saw,
it just spends what, linear?
600 quid. They are injector dynamics, 1050 cc's. These are really expensive injectors, and they're really good injectors. We managed to fit all these in, and luckily when we did try and crank this car over, because obviously there's no way of us knowing that the fuel tank inside would look like that. We've been told that the fuel pump's been changed some time ago, but it's a new fuel pump. So the last thing we expect is the fuel tank to look as bad as that. That's probably arguably the worst one we've ever seen. Yes,
because we've done one before, but it was bad, but not
that bad. That's pretty bad. Like, water's been in that.
Yeah, if you go to all the fuel lines and everything,
it just ruined everything. So we're quite grateful that this car hasn't
started,
because it would have potentially damaged a lot of things. So luckily, all we've got to do is get a new fuel pump. We've advised drop the tank and treat it all, and then put it back in. Put the new fuel pump in. Obviously, new fuel, and then hopefully this thing should fire up. But yeah, that's that with this one, and then all this is running and mapped. This should be a pretty powerful car. I don't know if you guys can see the size of the turbo on there.
So GTX,
is it 2863, 2867?
Yeah, so it should make about 360 to 3.
That's our aim. 360 horsepower. Yeah. The only main difference is the billet mains. I don't think this has got billet mains in it, but it is fully forged.
If a customer wants that power, we can sort that power. But
if you want us to turn it up, it's on the waiver, and we will turn it up.
Turn it up.
That's this car pretty much done.
Yeah. We've got loads of cars around the back. Loads of projects really.
We've got a cool little car as well. If some of you guys know the name Ashley Young, he's got one of the cleanest Glanzas that we've ever worked in, to be fair. A good friend of ours and a good customer of ours. He has dropped off his, I'm going to butcher this, is it an Austin Metro?
Austin Metro Mini.
Austin Mini Metro, something like that.
The earliest car on the road.
Yeah, so it's one of the, I think it was one of the earliest cars that came off the production line, and it's around the back. Very cool car, leopard print seats. It's just Ashley Young all over. Such a cool little car. We've got other little cars and projects around there. We've got obviously some more Glanzas. Shout out to Rob that's watched this video, because I know he's watched this video. He's got 305 horsepower, red Glanza we've got off Dan. Thing is an animal. He's also got a silver one that we're doing a forge engine build on now. He wants it a little bit tamer than that car. Yeah, that's the
next engine build.
Because his other car is literally a race car. Yeah. So we've got that one to do. We've got a good friend of ours, Ian. Ian's come down completely. Was it standard CT9? Standard CT9. He's having other problems with a different company. Obviously, we're not going to drop names, but the car was there for over a year and a half. and it got given back to him after spending a couple of thousand broken and a broken drive shaft, which is, you know, that's not good. So Ian's bought the car to us and he's gone for a full TD04 kit. He's bought some lovely new wheels to fit on there as well. And what we're going to do for him is we're going to fit all that. We've already fitted it, to be honest. We're just waiting for the mapping. We've got a couple of little things like oil feed lines, oil return lines, and that'll be mapped up. TD04, we're hoping for around 240 brake.
Yeah.
Ian, he's had that car for a long time. I think at least 10 to 15 years.
He's been in the Glanza game for quite a long time.
Years. So we're really excited to get that car back to him as well. And he's followed our recommendation and he's gone for a max ECU on that one as well. Yeah. Which is really, really good. So we should see some nice power out of that as well. And hopefully he understands and experiences the real benefits of a standalone compared to an E-managed blue. Yeah. And we've got another car on there as well. A good friend of ours, Kieran. Kieran came down for a smoky turbo. We've fitted a new turbo. And we've also fitted a max ECU on that one as well. So we've got 3 customers' cars here. Dylan Lusty's, Kieran's and Ian's that are on a max. And honestly, we can't wait to give them back just because we're excited to hear their feedback. The only people that have really tried and tested a max so far on a Glanza is me. In the UK. In the UK, obviously. The boys, if any of you Malta watch this, we know that you like max ECUs. Actually, comment down below if anyone actually has a max ECU in the UK. Just give some feedback. I know there's probably some of you guys. Sorry, the dog's running off. Yeah. Bronco! Come here. Come on. He's like a bulldozer. Come here. So that's the video. He's a good lad, eh? But yeah, so we've got a couple of customers' cars here on a Max, some on a Link, some on an E-Manage. Dan's already showed you the one in the unit, the GT, the Mark II that's here. That's owned by a good friend of ours as well, Sonny. Sonny's come down for, he was on a CT9, he's then gone full TD04 kit, intercooler, injectors, ECU, you know. Yeah. He's gone for an E-Manage blue. Luckily we had one, a spare one, lying around. So just to keep it a bit more budget friendly, because at the end of the day, Max is better, but E-Manage will always still be cheaper. So he's gone for an E-Manage blue on that one. So we're waiting on, what we're waiting on for that intercooler kit? Yeah, we're still waiting for a couple of little things on that one, and then it's ready for mapping, and then hopefully we'll give it him back. Dan's done some spray painting as well. Yeah, we can show him a bit of it, and we can show him the dyno room, which that's been the most exciting part. We've been building that for over a month and over 2 months. 2 months. That's probably the longest part of the year. Working and also building the dyno room. We're gonna get that dog. Alright, so we just cut because Bronco kept running off. What are you doing, Bronco? Yeah, so might be a little bit loud, as I said. I'm going to try and speak as loud as possible so the audio is not rubbish. This is the dyno room. This is a full-on dyno cell, soundproof a lot. They're still getting built at the moment, but we can still map cars just at the back wall, just a bit more insulation, etc. But it actually works really well because we do have neighbours next to us, but no noise complaints, no nothing. They came round, lovely chaps, so that's good news. It's soundproof as anything. To be fair, my dad and Sean, me and Bree's been building this over 2 months, as we already said. I've been going home itching, covered in insulation. This thing, honestly, Sean maps the car in here. You can't hear it. It's well built. It's so quiet from the outside, and it keeps the heating. Yeah, so we've done our job. In there because it's quiet. It's actually really good. The exposure on the lights is pretty bad on the camera, so I'll try and get it to focus. But we've got some lights. We've got more of these lights being fitted. As Dan has already mentioned, this is not fully completed yet, but it is sufficient enough to map cars in. We've got to finish off plasterboard in the back wall, and we'll insulate the back wall with these pads. The main contraption, which is very exciting, is this screamer setup. Sorry guys, camera died. As I was explaining, what Sean has done is, because we need to keep the screaming noise obviously down and the fumes out the room, so this room is ventilated. Obviously we need cold air coming in and we need the hot air going out. If Sean is in this room for too long and the fumes aren't vented properly, it can cause all sorts of health issues. So the main thing we wanted to do was get everything extracted out properly. So as I just said, we've got this stainless steel 40mm flexible pipe that plugs into Sean's custom made back box. It looks a bit shit, but looks can be deceiving. This thing is absolutely massive, like 5-inch tip, so it passes the fist test. And I mean, well, the size of it's massive. It's massive. Yeah, it works. And then what me and Sean have done is, this before our old unit was just one pipe that would just drag outside to the floor if anyone watching the video came down, because that was anything we could do. Whereas because we've got to make a soundproof room, we have to get the fumes out somehow. What we've done is we've drilled 2 5-inch holes.
Oh, that was not fun.
Through double brick. That was not fun at all. I mean, I don't know if the video does it justice. That's at least 8 inches. The hole is 8 inches big, which is like, it's like that. Took me and Dan all day to get these holes done. And we just custom made some 4-inch mild steel tubes out of some little ply cuts and offcuts we had to get all the vents and all the fumes out the building. And then if I bring you here, we have the computer, the TV. We're thinking about getting some like, graphic design things. Let us know in the comments what you guys want. My personal suggestion is get like an artist who does graffiti and graffiti essay performance. Dan's idea was to get loads of banners put up like at our old unit, like called the HKS.
Yeah, I spoke to Was and as was sponsored by them. They are going to send some banners just for the dyno room purpose only. We did have a Wasna banner. If you remember, for the old dyno room, we had like a banner like this wall here. Had a Wasna banner, a couple of banners. But what we're going to do is get some more banners eventually around this place.
Obviously, we've got to be careful where we put the banners because this is still soundproof. We can't really put banners on that wall. We can put them on the back wall.
It's weird how it works, this wall, because Sean said the sound waves bounce off each other or something. So we just
Any sound engineers that watch the video, they know what we're about. Then, so all we've got to do in here to finish it off is tied up all the wiring. This wall needs a bit of paint, that wall needs a bit of paint, and to finish off the plasterboard. The reason why we haven't finished it off yet is because we were doing the extraction pipes at the wall. And we can't just put plasterboard on because it can create all sorts of heat problems. So we need to figure that side out. We'll plasterboard this up and insulate it. Other than that, the room's done. We want to paint the ramps. We'll do all that over winter when everything slows down a little bit. Because as you've just seen, it's busy as ever in here at the minute. We now have a forklift. We are now the proud owners of that thing. I'm the only one here with a licence to drive it. And his dad. The boss, Steve. So me and Steve use this for everything, getting engines out is way easier. We have a mezzanine. We used to have a mezzanine at our old place.
This is like
double the size.
So if you remember our old dyno room, this is the actual size of our old unit.
Is there anyone that's watching this video that came to our last place? The size of the dyno room with the mezz, that's how big this is. It looks tiny.
So that's how big this actual unit is.
It's massive. It's probably 1, 2, 3, probably 6. At least 6 times the size of our old unit. Can't complain. We've got loads of space.
And loads of space, like parking wise, and obviously
we've got no neighbours anymore, other than the neighbours that like live around the back,
which are
they're not related to this barn unit at all. It's just the farmer. So he said we can park the car. I don't know what we want. We've got a yard around the back where we put all the customer cars and our own personal cars at night time. It's all secured away so no one can
it's all locked away, so
mess around the back. And we don't leave any cars on shore, obviously, because, you know, set it all for itself. And then we've got this car as well. This is owned by a guy called Mark. This came down a few months ago, and we've only just managed to jump onto it because, obviously, as you guys know, we've been mad busy trying to get the dyno room sorted out, trying to get everything organised. It still looks a bit manic in here at the minute, but you should have seen it 2 months ago, honestly. The fact we've managed to fit all this in 2 units is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
This has come down for a few bits, but there's no engine in it now because it needs an engine rebuild. What we did is spoke to the customer, well, Reese did actually.
I started putting this together. Engine was already in. I diagnosed some electrical issues with it. There was a few, the 100 amp fuse had blown. The batch terminals was on the wrong way around. There was a couple of things inside that were wrong as well. So I sorted that out, and then me and Sean tried to get it running. It ran for about 5 seconds and then cut straight out, and it sounded like it was misfiring on at least 2. Me and Sean was diagnosing what it could be, and we've diagnosed it to a compression test. Like, we've done everything that we normally would do when cars don't run, and it won't have none of it. So we've done a compression test, and cylinder 3 was on 40 psi. Was it 50? 40 psi.
50, and then number 1 was on 50 as well.
Yeah, and then the other 2 was on 160. Yeah, which is where they should be. So we got permission from the customer to pull the head off. There was coolant in the intercooler.
Yeah, there's
coolant in the oil. So it was like mayonnaise in there, like chocolate milkshake. And I love chocolate milkshake, but not that kind. Intercooler was full of oil. water, sorry, full of coolant and water. And it looks to be that the water pump pipe at the back had been put on the vacuum chamber, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So water had been getting in. Me and Sean have only been cranking it for about 15 seconds. And the amount of water that we poured out the intercooler, how bad was it?
It was quite bad, like really bad.
So that's probably why oils, water mix, everything.
The funny thing is, when we checked the dipstick just to check the oil for cranking the engine, it was golden.
Yeah, it's clean.
So we didn't even know there was mayonnaise. It was all at the bottom of the sump.
The oil filler cap was fine as well. It was only when we took the head off, took the rock cover off, we were like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's quite bad.
Mayo. We'll show the engine over here on the floor.
Yeah. Well, we've got 2 engines stripped down here.
This is George's one where the we fitted an oil pump on this, a Corolla trigger. So this car has been running for years on a link on a trigger system for the coil-on plug. The mounting bracket for the trigger has been made out of aluminium, really well made. However, George is having symptoms of, he's been driving the car and I don't know where the car will cut out or the car will misfire, or he'll come start it one day, it starts up, next day it doesn't want to know. So what me and Sean diagnosed it down to be is the trigger system. The bracket, literally, you can literally just put on your phone and it moves like that, which is not good for a consistent crank trigger. So we've put an oil pump trigger out of a Corolla on. When Dan took the pump off, have we got the pump here or is the pump in his car?
It's probably
in his car. It's all scored on the inside like something's got in it. So we called George, asked for permission to pull the sump off and have a look at the bearings. And then what we have, and the rod bearings have taken a beating off something. So now this is why the engine is as it is. And this one is marked, which we were just talking about. And as you can see in there, chocolate, pumpkin, chocolate. Same as these.
Shims.
They're all,
Buckets.
you can see the colour, it's like fucking chocolate milk.
Yeah.
So it's a shame, but now he's gone for he's decided to go fully forged.
As you can see, it is stock. Well, actually, where is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the piston rings are seized as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all seized. Can you hold the camera for a second?
Yeah, he did
Just
say
focus it on the camera.
He did say this car's been sat for some years.
See all the piston rings are actually seized. This one, which had really good compression, as you can see, piston rings
are fine. Yeah. So Mark's car is now decided to go for a fully forged build. We did obviously quote him for the 2, just a stock rebuild on that, so it didn't do rings, machine work, all the bits like the 4 gasket set, bolts, head bolts, blah blah blah, all the forged kit, and he's gone ahead and chosen the forged one. So we've got a forged build to do in that. We've got this George's car. He's having a refresh, not a full engine rebuild because it doesn't need one. The crank looks to be all right, so we'll go for a polish on that. Replace all the bearings.
Thrust washer bearings, which
head bolts and whatnot. I mean, you can see.
Where's the thrust washer bearings? What's
That one
caused?
wasn't too bad. It was the other side. So Sean has informed me and Dan that if the clutch pedal is adjusted incorrectly, what it will do is the clutch will press too far in, and it will literally push the crank ever so slightly. I'm obviously exaggerating here, but the crank will move in. And it will put wear on the thrust washer bearings. So.
Oh, no one's seen your tattoos.
Oh yeah, I'm tatted up now.
Yeah.
So you can see all this scoring here. That's caused by
the clutch pedal's not being adjusted. When it's adjusted too much all the way,
hopefully you can see it in the video.
Yeah, you can.
You can all there.
The crank moves, which obviously puts wear and tear on the thrust bearings.
I don't know if you can hear this, but my nail.
Yeah.
My lack of nails, but
That's
even my nails
caused the oil pump, and obviously the bearing as well.
So you can catch that, which is no good. It's a good job we caught it when we did, to be honest.
Yeah.
Obviously the engine ran all right, so there wasn't any obvious telltales.
Like knocking or etc.
No, it's only because we pulled the oil pump off to fit a trigger oil pump that we've noticed all this.
When the oil pump was originally fitted on it, we pulled the oil pump off and checked the oil pump, and it had a massive. Was it a massive gauge?
It looked like someone had got a pick and just gone, like it eaten something up, probably either a bit of debris or whatnot. So it's a good job that we've saved it where it is. Not saying it would have blown up anytime soon, but the wear that we've found on the pistons and the mains and the thrust washers shows us that it was a good job that we've pulled it out when we have. So this will be done relatively quick, to be honest, because we've got everything here to do it. We're just waiting on Steve, which is Sean and Dan's dad, to finish off the engine room. So where that OSB wood is next to the door, that will be Sean's engine room. Again, this whole work's been kind of slow. We have had engine builds in, shout out Ashley Subwarrel and Sush. We've done only one engine build since being here, because as you can see, there's dust everywhere. We can't build engines in here right now and guarantee that there's no dust in them. So Sean had to build that one at home. But we don't want to build everyone's engines at home. So what we're going to do is we've got an engine building room going down there, which will all be sealed off.
Yeah.
And that will be like a lab. It'll be super clean in there. It'll be Sean's room where he builds all his engines, because me and Dan don't actually assemble the bottom ends. We can, but that's Sean.
Sean can set at the bottom ends and we can put it all back together, like head, etc. Like all the ancillaries.
We can physically do it, but Sean will bear the full responsibility if Sean does it. Whereas if I do it, it's on my head. If Dan does it, it's on Dan's head. So for Sean's peace of mind, Sean builds all the bottom ends, and Sean said he's not building any until we get that back engine room done. So that's next on the list. And then where we're standing right now, this will be the gearbox room / office.
Yep, the office will be up top of here, and obviously this room, probably this blue pillar here. This will be start of it, and obviously this corner will be the engine stripped down, gearbox stripped down, and the office up top, where we can chill and relax on our lunchtime or
when we get time.
When we get time.
No, we don't. But the gearboxes can be built in the engine strip down room. Obviously, we'll do our best to keep it clean anyway. But the engine assembly room has to be spotless to guarantee there's no dust, no debris, no contaminants in there whatsoever. Gearboxes are a lot more forgiving. Really, in theory, I could build my own gearbox and not even clean it. I could literally put new synchros in, put new bearings in, and then fill it with oil a while ago. I don't have to clean it, just clean the silicone off the sealing surfaces. Obviously, where you seal a gearbox on, it has to be clean. Other than that, they're very forgiving. So we can build our gearboxes in the gearbox room. And as Dan mentioned earlier, we now have a business partner that we share the unit with, which is Farley. And Farley does all sort of spraying of glass and whatnot.
So we've got our own booth as well.
So we have our own paint booth now. So when we do, Dan, I can't show you because the car's way over there, but as we showed you with Coles earlier, the purple one with the strut brace and whatnot, Dan now has his own paint booth where he can fiddle around with his sandpapers and his wire brushes, and look at you smirking on the camera.
Yeah, because I like painting.
And then Dan can paint in there. So this unit isn't ready yet. It's 95% there, but it's definitely more than adequate to get the work in and out and to do what we're doing. To start recording as well. Over winter, when things do slow down, we plan on painting the whole floor. The reason we haven't is because, as you can imagine, before the racking was up and before the mezzanine was built, the Dyno room was built, literally everything was everywhere, and we didn't really have much choice other than to do.
The only person that could say is seen it everywhere is Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan was today. Shout out Dylan. He was the first customer that came down here when we first got the unit, dropped his car off, and he's the only person really, other than maybe Sush and Ash, that saw this place and was like, fucking hell, one upgrade, but you've got some work to do. So when we built the Dyno room, we managed to get all the clutter and put it up there. We got the racking done, the stuff on there. We got the racking done here with the pistons, and this is where we sort of strip the engines down and keep customer spare parts so we know where they are.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we've now got a heap of room. We've got some cars in today. Normally we don't really keep the cars in here. It's in here because it was raining not too long ago, so we've had a couple of cars in. Obviously, we've got Sean's personal cars down there, the 2 minis. And we've got some projects down there that need doing. They can't be stored outside. Obviously, they're bare shells. They're going to rust, so they need to be in here. But you can imagine what this place will look like in 6 to 12 months' time. All those cars will be gone. We're going to have 2 or 3 ramps along with this one. We're going to eventually get a 4-post ramp as well. So we can do normal, like, serviceable jobs without having to put them on the 2-poster. That'll be in the middle. And then this area will just probably stay as it is. Sean's minis obviously have to stay in here because they are prized possessions and they can't go nowhere. But this place should be nice and decorated. We're getting some lights fitted, so we can't stay here late anymore. Me and you guys used to do late nights here all the time, didn't we?
Yeah, we used to stay like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
We can't do that anymore because by 6 o'clock, this place is pitch black. So we're getting some lights fitted up soon. We get the engine room done. We're going to have the gearbox and engine strip down room here and the office on top and some more ramps. but we just thought we'd give you guys a little update because it's been, how long has it been since the last video? 3 months at least.
It's probably around that.
A long time, but it's been very busy in here, as you guys can imagine. So we are now back in action, fully fledged, ready to make videos, make bangers, and road tests as well. I mean, you guys can't see, but if you look outside, it's very different to our last place. And me and Dan and Sean can all agree that the road tests here are a lot better than the last place.
Yeah.
So we'll drop some clips in this video, either in my car or some customers' cars when we get permission, just to show you guys the area we're in and how lovely they are to drive around these roads. But other than that, I've got nothing else to say.
No.
I think we're all done. Sean, any comments? No? Smoking on the background. Other than that, guys, that has been it. If you like the video, please subscribe, like, drop a comment, all the standard stuff. Below. Dan will probably drop links and whatnot to the website. We do still sell parts on our website, saperformance.com, as always. And other than that, wait for the next video. See you later.